Hey guys, today we're going to be making fresh vegetables for Leonardo to enjoy throughout the week. We don't love purchasing the stuff that they have in the store, so today I'm going to show you my recipes to making fresh vegetables that you can freeze or refrigerate to keep fresh to serve your baby throughout the week. Okay, so today we're going to be preparing green beans, English peas. Okay, so what we do first is we take the peas and we take the green beans and we're gonna rinse them thoroughly and wash them. Even though these are ready to use, meaning they're clean theoretically and packaged, we're gonna wash them, rinse them out. We're gonna steam them. So basically there's gonna be a pot of water with a stainless steel basket over the top. I'm gonna put the vegetables on the top and they're just gonna steam cook. And then when they're tender, I'm gonna take them off the heat. I'm going to put them into a food processor with organic pears to give them flavor, and then I'm going to whip them up, and it's literally just the peas and the pears, and do the same process with the green beans. So steam the green beans, remove them from the heat, put them in the food processor with an organic pear, whip them up. I may or may not add a little bit of water to just enhance the consistency. If I want it to be a little thicker, I won't. If I want it to be a little looser, I will. And then what I'll do is I will put half of it in the refrigerator and half in the freezer. The great part about that is you can make bulk, and then in the freezer it will store longer, so you will know how often and how much your baby consumes. Our baby tends to eat a full plate of food 3 times a day, so we're doing this about once a week. And again, I'm freezing half, using half, so after the first 3 days we'll use the first half. Then the next 3 days we'll use what's left in the freezer, and then by the weekend I can make additional food for the following week, and he can eat from that. Don't forget to ask questions in the comment section below. Definitely don't be intimidated. It's an easy, fun process, and not to mention it's much cheaper than buying the pre-prepared stuff, and I think it's better for your child as well. Okay, so this is my setup to steam the veggies. I'm going to turn the heat on to high, and then I'm going to just put a little water in here. I have a steaming basket that just nestles right on the top. And then I'm going to put the peas and the carrots in there separately and have them steam to cook until they're tender.
And again, if you say, geez, I just don't know how to cook, I've never been comfortable with cooking, use the package as a direction. And of course, you can always check it on the internet for cooking times. But in this case, it talks about steaming or cooking them for about 8 to 10 minutes. We typically go just a little longer, like 10 to 12 minutes for the baby, so the vegetable is softer. Again, we don't want it to turn that dark, gross color green. We want it to still be bright and keep those nutrients, and that's what the steaming is doing. The same with the peas. The peas, they seem hard to you. These are fresh. Remember to always wash them thoroughly. But again, it says here for 3 to 4 minutes. We may go 5 to 6 minutes on the peas.
So I'm just going to peel the pears while the vegetables are steaming. And I just have like a standard little peeler. And I just peel them. The only reason why I'm cutting up the pears is it makes it easier for the food processor, so I'm not putting it in giant chunks, but you don't have to cut them up in any particular way. I'm just cutting them down a bit, and I just use the pears to give it flavor, so he's getting literally just vegetables and fruit. So let's check on these peas. You might want to use a hot mitt. This could be a little hot. So they have a really vibrant green color, as you can see. They're really steaming beautifully. It's already been about 5 minutes. I'm gonna give them a couple more minutes just to make sure they're nice and moist. But you can really see how good they are. They're fresh smelling, and Leo loves them. All right, guys, next is the green beans. We're gonna steam those. Let's check on those green beans. Beautiful, steaming up, looking nice and green and vibrant. You'll notice that your purees that you make at home are much more vibrant in the color that they present to your baby when you're feeding them versus some of the equivalents that you'd buy at the supermarket. Okay, so we're gonna use the food processor If you don't have a food processor, you can just use a simple blender. Same thing you'd make margaritas with or anything like that. I would recommend getting a food processor if you're really committed to the meal prepping for your child, just because they're very efficient, they're very powerful, very fast. This is what they were made to do, create purees. And we went to Costco and got this one. I like Costco just because they have a great return policy. So if I couldn't figure it out or didn't like it, I would just bring it back and get a different one. But, you know, pick your own. This is the one we purchased, the one they had. So I'm going to take the peas right out, pop them right in. I have the top because it's a smaller portion. I'm going to put the pears in, and then we're going to whip it up. Okay, so I'm happy with the consistency of the green beans. I don't have to add any water to the green beans. They actually carry a little more water than the peas do. So I'm happy with this consistency, and I'm gonna store these as well. Okay, so when you're storing, we got these on Amazon. These are glass. They are little containers. They hold about 4 ounces of food. They're OXO is the company, and they come with this awesome holder, this tray. We have 2 sets of these, and they stack really well in the refrigerator. I fill up about probably 2 or 3 with the peas. I fill on the other 2 or 3 with the green beans. These are great for portions because I can take one out for the day, and he can use, you know, half for lunch, half for dinner of each particular item, and it's awesome because they freeze really well too. Hey guys, so it's really important when you take the vegetables out and they're still hot, you want to let them cool. They have to be completely cool to room temperature before you put them in the fridge. That way bacteria doesn't grow when you air seal it and keep that moisture in there. So I leave the lids off, so they're still kind of covered, and dust and debris won't just land on it. We also have cats, so make sure the cats don't just like get up on there and get right in there. And but don't lock it, so you want it to just cool down. Then once it's cool, pop it in the fridge or the freezer. Thanks for watching my video. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel.
Leo, clap.